Warning. The following video contains a build that will rip through players. Insane RPM and insane damage. Viewer discretion is advised.
The dark. I was born in it.
Almighty push!
It's a trap, you know, that's called the Trojan horse.
3, 2, 1.
Rocket launcher!
You're halfway through that rocket launch!
Gotcha, bitch! Speed boost!
I literally want to die.
Hostile stinger hive detected.
It was activated.
Hostile defender drone.
This is gonna sound a little weird, but that shit gets me going.
Actually, matchmaking with randoms, I more care about what builds the randoms have on. Oh no, we have a legit level 39 on our team. Not a Shade Watch 39, a legitimate level 39. It's like, this dude here is a legitimate level 39, and that's what he's wearing.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Who really wanted with me? I'm a the top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, no make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable. Okay. I don't have a limit. Okay. I don't have a limit. Okay. I don't have a limit. Look at me, look at me, look at me. My price is right up and they booking me. Been busy, been putting that work in. I'm dripping, it's working. Around the clock, I get to it. Don't take no breaks, I just do it. Just watch me work, I prove it. I was born with a gift, got the blueprint. Top of the class like an A+ student. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I don't have a limit. I don't have a limit. I don't have a limit. I don't have a limit.
Fucking pooped on cunt.
I don't have a limit, I'm just getting started. I am unstoppable, ask anybody. I just get to it, no time for excuses. I do what I do and I do it again. I really do what I say. Ain't got no time to be playing no games. I just be I'm making them plays. Get money too and I'm winning the race. Pick out the pace. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I don't have a limit. 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 Pick up the pace. 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 Pick up the pace.
16, motherfucker. That's game.
You won. Well done.
Yeah, there you go. That was a fucking carry. That's a carry and a half.
I want you guys to know that I am not going to make fun of him at all.
One went down bottom. That's alright, I'll get him, I'll get him, I'll get him.
Twist his dick!
Restore hive detected. Hostile restore hive
Wow,
detected.
that's some lag, man.
Enemy spotted.
You?
Another one.
Rogue stinger hive detected.
Get down, bitch.
Hostile stinger hive detected.
Friendly claiming supply drop.
I'm so fucking scared right now, you shut up!
Specialization supply drop picked up by a friendly.
Could everyone stop getting shot?
There's just another one just behind the... on your right there. Oh, let's go. That's fucking... that's a 1v4. I'm clipping that.
Hey, that's what she said.
Let's go.
people at 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. in the morning doing what?
Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going? And welcome back to another Division 2 build video. Today we're going to be checking out my latest UMBRA build for Title Update 20. This is a slight variation on my prized UMBRA hybrid I posted back in Title Update 19. Only now other content creators are realising how powerful it is, and there's a few that are trying to pass it off as their own creation. Obviously there's no point beating a dead horse, people are always going to act like this. I rarely recycle the same build from patch to patch and label it something else. In my eyes, that's a cringe clickbait thing to do, and we do enough of that already. So with the changes to the capacitor at the start of Title Update 20 allowing us to have both damage to armor and damage to targets out of cover, it has made this build so much greater. I tweaked a few things for this version and you all witnessed this build rips. We've got 10% damage to targets out of cover, a huge 17% damage to armor, a massive 167% weapon damage, and we can get up to a ridiculous 247% crit hit damage.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Like most of my builds, this one's very easy to make, regardless of your SHD or your expertise level. However, the correct and most effective playstyle might take some time to get used to. It's a very unique playstyle that might not suit some players. Will you die? Yep, there's literally no build or player that is unkillable. But with just a little bit of practice, and if you play the build correctly, you can rip through whole teams very easily and have a lot of bloody fun at the same time. Righto, so welcome back to all you amazing subscribers, and if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, make sure that you smash that subscribe button. If everyone can take a quick moment to engage with the video, a like, a share, a comment, it's all going to help with the magic and the wizardry of the YouTube algorithm. I want to continue reaching our goals, so another 200 likes on this video would be absolutely amazing. If you do want to support the channel a little bit further, we do now have channel memberships. Click the join button below to see all the perks. And if you want to catch me live in action, jump on over and drop a follow on Twitch. All the links for all my other socials are in the description below. Righto, with all that said, let's get in and check out the build. We've got 4 reds, 3 blues, and 1 core skill tier, giving us 1.3 million in armor. However, how we've got the build set up, we actually get 3 skill tiers on the build total. As you can see, the build is very straightforward. It's all going to be surrounding the capacitor and the Ninja Bike backpack. Alongside that, we're going to be running 3 pieces of UMBRA, the Picaro's holster, and 1 piece of Walker and Harris. Now the core attributes on this can be adjusted to suit player preference. This is my sweet spot, this is my comfy zone, so this is what I'm using. For our specialization, we're going to be using Technician, mainly for that passive skill tier. This is obviously going to improve the skills that we use on the build, but it also increases the damage on our primary weapon. If you're happy to sacrifice a little bit of weapon damage and go with a little bit more survivability through your armor kits, something like Firewall or Survivalist is a good option. For our primary weapon, we're going to be using the capacitor. This one now has been expertise to level 25, which will apply in the open world and in the dark zone. Remember that your expertise and your SHD watch is completely redundant when it comes to conflict. When you do get this gun, you do want to re-roll it to have damage to targets out of cover on it. This is obviously going to give us the most amplified damage that we can out of this weapon. Now the talent on the capacitor's got 2 parts to it. Depending if you want to use damage-based skills, the first part will increase the damage. But for me, I'm only using it for the second part. Each skill tier gains 7.5% weapon damage. Because we've got 3 skill tiers on the build, that's 22.5% extra weapon damage. That extra weapon damage, along with our damage to armor and damage to targets out of cover, just on this gun alone, is what makes it so strong at the moment. For your secondary and your pistol, it's always going to be player preference. I've got the Kingbreaker mainly because Flatline does work very well with Technician, and I've got a TDI card pistol for an extra skill tier and the Talent Finisher. We're not going to worry about those ones too much because you can swap and change those as needed. Righto, now for the gear on the build, we're going to go in reverse order again because we do have the Ninja Bike Messenger backpack. We're going to get a core attribute of weapon damage, armor, a skill tier, and we've gone with a crit hit damage mod. The talent on it is resourceful, and basically what it is it's a wild card. It fulfills the next requirement for any gear set or brand set bonuses. So the backpack's going to play its part as our 4th piece of UMBRA, our second piece of Brazo, and our second piece of Walker and Harris. This backpack is part of the general loot pool, so I suggest if you do need it, count down on challenging, targeted loot backpacks, and pray to RNGesus.
Dear tiny infant Jesus.
For our gloves, we've got our first piece of UMBRA. Our UMBRA bonuses are 15% crit hit chance, 30% reload speed, and our 4-piece bonus is quite lengthy, so bear with us. From the shadows into the light. While in cover, gain 10 stacks per second up to 50 stacks. Each stack will give us 1% crit damage and increase 0.3% RPM. Now we are using the UMBRA chest, so this does increase to 100 stacks. So that's going to give us 100% weapon damage and a 30% RPM increase. Now these buffs don't apply while we're in cover, we need to exit cover. Now the next part of this is healing based. While we're out of cover and in combat, we gain 10 stacks per second up to 50, and each stack's going to give us a 0.8% armor regen when it's consumed. Stacks consume 10 stacks per second, but only when in cover. So what we need to do here is we need to go into cover. We're going to gain our crit hit damage and our RPM, we exit cover, those buffs are active, and then if we are in combat, we're then going to be gaining that regen stack, so then if we enter cover again, then we can get our healing and our regen. It's a little bit complicated, a little bit tricky to get the hang of, but with some practice, hopefully everyone can. The attributes on this one, I've gone with weapon damage and crit hit damage. For the knee pads, we've gone with Walker and Harris, and because of the Ninja Bike backpack, we get the 2-piece bonus. So we get 5% weapon damage and 5% damage to armor. Damage to armor is multiplicative damage, so this is very good. We've gone with max armor, crit hit damage, and crit hit chance. For the holster, it's our first piece of Brazo, which is the Picaros. We get skill haste, which is going to help a little bit because we do have a lot of skill tiers, and we get an extra skill tier. Remember with the capacitor that these skill tiers also equate to 7.5% weapon damage. We've got max armor, crit hit damage, and that fixed 15% weapon damage. For our chest piece, we've gone with UMBRA, we've got weapon damage, crit hit chance, and a crit hit damage mod. And as I mentioned before, the chest talent increases our max stacks from the shadows from 50 to 100 stacks, and you can gain them even faster, from 10 to 20 per second. So by using the chest piece, we're going to gain 100% bonus crit hit damage and 30% RPM, and we're also going to be able to gain that faster when we're in cover. And the last item on the build is going to be our last piece of UMBRA, and it's our mask. Max weapon damage, crit hit damage, and we've gone with the crit hit chance mod. Pretty simple stuff. So that covers the gear on the build. Now for the skills, it's always going to be player preference. I do feel very comfortable using something like the defender drone and also the decoy. Remember, if you did want to use damage-based skills, maybe a Stinger Hive, Fire Sticky, a Seeker Mine, that damage is also going to be increased in scale with the amount of skill tiers on the build. Righto champions, it is fine print time, let's check out our stats. We are sitting at 53% crit hit chance and 147% crit hit damage. Now this is going to be our base crit hit damage without our UMBRA stacks, so that can go up to 247%. Remember, if we are in conflict, we're going to lose our expertise and our SHD watch, so these will scale down slightly. The best adjustment that I've found if you are running conflict with a team or a friend is get somebody to run the coyotes. That's going to bring our crit hit damage and our crit hit chance back up to where it needs to be. We've also got that 17% damage to armor, and remember, we also have 10% damage to targets out of cover too. We've got 137.5% all weapon damage and 30% AR damage. Adding the two together, that's a total of 167%. Obviously, this does scale with our expertise and also our core attributes. So if you've got more core reds on the build, you're going to have more weapon damage. And for the defensive stats, there you go, we're over 1.3 mil in armor. As I mentioned at the start of the video, this balance of core attributes works for me. If you're comfortable running less armor, then go for it, because that means you're going to have more damage. So that's the build champions, my capacitor UMBRA build for Title Update 20. Very easy to make and can be modified to suit any player. It's got huge damage and will rip through whole teams in just a blink of an eye, but the most important thing with all of my builds is it's a lot of bloody fun. So, what do you reckon? Are you going to be a champion and have a crack at this build? What modifications would you make? Let me know down below. Thanks for tuning in, champions, and make sure that you show your support by smashing the like button on this video, and if you're not already, please subscribe. Everyone's support is always greatly appreciated, and I do hope to catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.